basically, I auditioned for Love Island this year,
Right.
and I got through to like the final round.
If you would have went on, you and David could have coupled up, and you guys would still be there.
Imagine.
If I went in, maybe.
Did you think you had a chance with anyone else?
Like what people don't know is that I had chats with Olivia as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what happened between the two?
Right.
I need to
Honestly, everyone keeps asking me this. There were friends on the outside,
Right.
and there were some comments made in the villa. You can tell how much Lana likes Ron. Like she likes him a lot.
But you don't think the energy is reciprocated? Hello and welcome to another episode of Sunburn. If you missed last week, then first of all, you're a loser. No, I'm joking, that was a bit mean. But if you missed last week, this is the show where every Sunday we recap everything that's been going on in the villa with ghosts of Love Island, present and past, and familiar faces and fans of the show. And this week, joining us, we have none other, straight from the villa, David, from Season 5 Joe, and Love Island rejectee, Millie!
No, it's true, it's true. That is me.
Guys, how are you today? Good?
I'm doing fine. Pleasure to
good,
be
man.
here.
How are we finding Love Island so far this year?
Yeah, obviously, on my short stint there, obviously it was good. Like made a few memories in my short time. Obviously, grateful to have gone on.
Some friends.
Meet the people I did. But yeah.
Joe, what about you?
It's good, man. Drama's kicking off. Drama's
It
kicking
is.
off, and I think this is what we want to see every single year. I think the last thing you want to see is people being happy and falling in love. No, we want to see drama from the outset and throughout. So obviously we've got the girls arguing, we had the boys arguing at certain points, and bombshells. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
How many bombshells I need to drop within the first couple of weeks?
More,
Yeah,
please.
more.
I want one
Let's
every
drop
episode.
one every single
they're
day.
flying in.
Right, flying
Honestly, it's
in.
crazy.
Crazy, man.
And if you didn't hear on my intro, Love Island rejectee Millie.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'll let Millie take it away and explain the story.
Oh, am I telling the full thing?
Tell as much as you want.
Okay, basically.
Get the full story on our YouTube channel.
It's not even like a proud story though, but like, basically I auditioned for Love Island this year,
Right.
and I got through to like the final round. I went through like months of like audition processes and stuff, and I was filming it along the way for my YouTube and stuff, just in case, you know, like doing a vlog of everything.
Yeah.
I posted it last week. I went into the studios and met all the executive producers and
Oh, so
everything.
right.
I did
Final
the, like
bit.
medical checks and like all the
Okay, so you
criminal
done-
record
you-
stuff,
yes.
like everything. It was like such a long thing, and then I was out for brunch with my management, and I get a text being like, "Hey Millie, it's so and so from ITV," because they were like calling every day, and she even said to me, one of the people like called me, and she was like, "By the way, things are looking really good for you. If you can like get everything filled out, like just to let you know." And I was like, "Oh my god, like maybe I'm actually gonna go on. Like, why would she say that if not?" Anyway, I get the call, and I know like this is a call where I find out if I get on or not. And she's like, "Unfortunately, this year we're just going to have to say no, but like thanks for coming in. You've done great." And I was like, "Oh, great."
Yeah.
But then
If you would have went on, you and David could have coupled up, and you guys would still be there.
Imagine.
Well, I was about to
What's
say,
going on?
looking at the lineup this year, would you wish you were on? The lineup of boys.
What in terms of the boys that
Yeah.
are on there? Or
Cheers, Millie.
see,
Cheers, Millie. I'm sat right here.
She's like, not this year, never this
yeah, I
year.
see the ones that are on there right now.
Okay,
because
right now,
I
let's
would-
start with right now. Initial lineup of the five of them. There's Ron, Kai.
Yeah, I think Ron, to be fair. I don't think any of the other ones apart from Ron, to be
Okay.
fair. Because even like Kai, for example, like not really my style.
not your
but
style?
I like personality wise. But like Ron, also seeing Ron in like the couple, do you know how you see what guys like
Yeah.
around a girl that they like, and I'm like, oh, that's quite attractive. I
What a-
like that vibe.
What about David? Anything could happen there?
If I went in, maybe.
She's just saying that in front of the camera. I know how it is though.
I think we should scrap the show and instead we do a speed dating series as each guy comes
Can
off.
we just get like 3-course meal out here and then me and Lewis will just watch the whole time?
First day right here, right now.
Well, going back to where we left off in the last episode, which was just prior to your dumping, unfortunately, David, I would like to say you were robbed. I think you should have been in there longer. Did you think Tanya was going to pick you, or did it come as a shock?
Honestly, in that moment, I was weighing up. I was thinking in my mind that she could either pick me or Shaq.
Right.
But then when she said those four things about good looking, funny, confident, deserves more time, I bet everyone thought she was going to pick me. So my heart rate like dropped a little. I was still like scared. And then when she said Shaq, literally like my soul just left my body. I was like, this can't be happening right now.
Yeah, because didn't she kind of play it a bit? Because I swear she said something about putting your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
And you used that. You said that
Literally.
to her.
And she said about like dress sense, and she said about like confident, and she's we both complimented each other on those exact words. So when she picked Shaq, I was like, no way, that's just happened to me. Live on TV.
I hate to be controversial, but I think you and her were probably better suited than Tanya and Shaq, maybe. I think so.
A lot of people have said that to me, to be fair, but
you can't do anything now. She's in
can't
South
say anything,
Africa and you're in London.
Honestly, I'm chatting, but yeah.
Did you think you had a chance with anyone else, or did you just go straight beeline to Tanya?
Like, what people don't know is I had chats with Olivia as well.
Really?
Yeah. Like, she told some of the boys and the girls that I was like her type. She found me attractive. So I did have conversations with her, but I could see how much she was into Tom. So I didn't pursue it more. I just thought, do I want to get myself in like 2 or 3 triangles when I've actually got a decent connection with Tanya?
Yeah.
I thought, let me just put my eggs in one basket.
I kind of rate that though, man. Everyone goes on there and plays the field, but you was like, no, I'm just gonna go for what I want.
Exactly, but didn't work out.
I have a question for the both of you. Unfortunately, you were both dumped. Sorry, but how embarrassing is it? How embarrassing is it when you have to pack up your bags and everyone's saying their goodbyes, and it's like,
did you pack your bags?
Apparently, Shaq packed mine.
Oh my God! Get out straight away.
He lifted it up with so much vim as well. But no, it is
let me
like,
make sure you're getting out of here.
honestly, it is gutting, innit, when you're packing.
Nah, it's a feeling like no other. I can't lie, but I didn't get to pack my bags. I think I had to do like a whole exit scene, full drama vibes, like for hours after. So yeah, I didn't get to pack my bags. By the time I come back, bags were packed for me. And then as I was leaving, my wheel broke. Imagine I was like, this is just my luck. Wheel breaks. They're like, can you go back and just do it one more time? Yes, fine. Just dragging this 3-wheel suitcase on this edge, pulling it back. Oh God, yeah.
Right. Well, after you were dumped, David, they ushered in Australians, which can I just say is so dumb. How realistically is that going to work on the outside world if they live 24 hours away, time zone difference? I'm just like, on a show about love, why are you pairing up people from the other side of the world?
I think that's less the case. I think it's more so like they've already been on the show in Australia, like so. It's like they didn't find love on that show sweet, but like you can't tell me they're not going to go on it this time round for something other than love. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a strange one because I'm thinking, is she really going to move from Australia to come and live on a farm in England? Is she really going to do that? Let's be realistic.
Australians do love England though. They've got a nice connection.
Yeah.
I get it, but
Yeah.
I think she said she doesn't mind travelling. I'm like, well, you have to travel a lot.
That's more than travelling.
It's not the train from like Manchester down to Brighton. Like, babe, it's like a
I don't mind
3-way
the
Emirates
travel.
flight.
I don't mind the travels.
You would date someone in Australia? And
Yes.
while living in London?
Absolutely, yeah.
No, Joe, come on.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
I do not believe you for a second.
No, neither do I.
100%. Dude, I think distance is fun. I think distance is great.
Not when it's like you're waking up when they're going to bed. That's what Australia is.
Yeah, I know.
I guess when you see each other, it makes it even better because you'll actually have like the best time.
Dude, it's like a holiday every time we see each other. It's fun.
Big commitment.
I'd have too much trust issues.
Yeah, guys,
You're sleeping
exactly.
while they're out and about in the day, and I'm like, what the
Honestly.
No, I think trust plays a massive part of it, obviously.
So there was Aaron and Jessie. Aaron, I have not seen once on my TV screen this whole week. I don't even know if he's still in that villa.
I honestly forgot.
Every time Twitter or the show mentioned Aaron, I'm like, who?
Wait, who is Aaron?
Yeah, right. He's the Australian guy with like a brown haired buzz cut.
Bro, you confused the life out of me. I was thinking,
Wrong
I know everyone on this show. How do I not?
Honestly.
The Australian boy.
Oh yeah, yes, you come in.
Really doesn't even know who he is. Honestly, I
The
forgot he was.
Oh, okay, yeah. But he sells vibrators.
At least in my
holiday.
short stint, do you know what I mean? I tried doing something. He's done absolutely nothing, so fair play to
I
him.
feel like no one in the girls fancy him today.
I don't think they do. I think Zara might be having a little conversation with him, but I'm not too sure where that will go.
But then you got Jessie on the other side who's come in and is like the UK's saviour. She's saved Will. Are you not sure on her?
Do you think he's
Yeah.
Both of
I
you
understand
are
that.
sure.
Oh, I really want to hear his
I wanna
side as
hear
well.
yours first.
I say my opinion. I think
Yeah.
she's done the show before. Like, come on, man. Like,
Right.
I don't know. There was pre-bits where she was talking about how from the start she liked Will. So I thought, oh, maybe there is hope. But I just got this feeling, man. I just got this
Okay.
feeling that if another bombshell comes in that's more her type, then I think she might sway.
Really?
I think she might sway, or she might sway when if Catherine Moore comes back around. We're not sure yet, but if it does, I think she might. I've just got this feeling, and I think I'm very, very protective of our Will. I love him so much. I don't want to see him get hurt, and I think maybe I'm just being a bit negative, pessimistic on it, but I don't know. What's your opinion, man?
I agree. I think I'm in the same boat as you, Joe. I feel like she's playing the cards right. She's obviously everyone loves Will. She knows the public loves Will.
Yeah.
He's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
She
He's the
probably thinks
man.
he is, but I feel like if someone comes in that's more suited to her, she's off.
I don't know. In a funny way, I think it's the other way round. I think she'll stick by him, but he would be swayed.
Okay, interesting.
Because whether she is either, I think she's in there genuinely, but even if she's not and she knows how popular she is in the public, she's done it once before. She's not going to sway.
She dated like 3 or 4 guys on the other one. She jumped
Really?
around. Yeah, she jumped
It was
around
like 4
in
guys.
couples.
We
Yeah.
need time to mature. She's had 2 years on the outside world
This
to
is
grow as a
true.
person,
This is true.
spiritually connect and realize
Yeah, this is
herself,
true.
and she's back.
You're right.
But I think he's more likely to sway than her.
Right.
You actually
Interesting.
think?
Yeah.
I don't think he'll sway.
But he just
heart's
reminds me
set.
as like a little child who it's like, if something's in front of if something's in front of him and she's not in the picture, he'll get distracted and forget. He just like.
So you're saying like if they don't catch them more, then okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, maybe he will get swayed a little bit. Yeah. Okay.
To be honest, I think in that villa this year, Casa is just going to cause havoc.
I know. Well, none of them seem that. They just seem that they're like leaving it in this couple because it's safe and fine, but
Yeah.
none of them seem actually
Everyone seems
invested
comfortable.
in each other.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what the new bombshell said, didn't she? With
Yeah,
Ron,
yeah,
she
yeah,
said
yeah.
yesterday. She was like, it seems like everyone's so shut off in their couples. So it does seem like people are probably trying to play it a bit safe. But when Casa comes,
Because
yeah,
you went in there, like a couple of days into it, and were people still like that, like closed off from getting to know?
you could feel it.
That's mad, after a few days.
Yeah, you could honestly feel it. It seemed like some people were sort of had their heads set already on. I felt like people were a bit more comfortable in their partners, so you could
But
feel
I
it.
guess it is super intense in that. I do
It
get
is.
that. But I also think as well that people, I think, and they're protective as well when they're in their couples. They're like, I don't get involved.
If someone tried to tell me after 3 days of dating on the outside world that like, please don't date anyone else, I would actually tell them to do one.
Lewis, I'm telling you, it's not the outside world.
No,
It's
I do get
so
it.
weird
Honestly,
that it's so intense
So
in there.
you could fall in love after 2 weeks. I'm not even joking.
We'll get onto that.
Crazy.
In a bit. But before we get onto the L word, there was the game of Never Have I Ever, which blew down the walls of the villa. First of all, do these people not have any shame on television? Like they were admitting to like shagging in the park, shagging on a surfboard, how many body counts. Like I was just like, girl,
They called out the
what happened to
celebrities.
class and decorum? When they were,
They
the
called out
name
the celebrities,
dropping.
the name dropping. I was like, can you not?
Guys. Apparently
actually,
Usain Bolt's married.
Yes. So the first one was Zara said she's kissed Usain Bolt, who's been married for I think 5 or 6 years. So in the time frame,
Unless she was-
the Twitter detectives worked out that it's like you like would have been like almost
Unless you're a
underage.
minor.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be problematic.
Yeah. Either he cheated or.
Love Island's out here breaking up marriages, let alone
Everybody
couples.
was like, because Usain Bolt's in some big like law case right now. So everyone's like, he's got bigger fish to fry right now than Zara name dropping him on Love Island. Like,
Yeah.
even be. But then there was Notes.
Yeah, with Tanya.
Tanya said she kissed Notes, and Notes responded to that.
Oh,
Notes,
did he?
He put on his story like his song, like, "Oh, you're all in my mentions," and I was like, "That's kind of good." I was like, and then the final one was Lana revealing she dated Owen Warner, which was quite a shock. I thought.
I googled him. He's fit.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I watched I'm a Celeb this year. Owen seems like a good guy. When Lana told Ron that, you could tell Ron was like, oh, I need to step up my game. I need to step up my game a bit. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
pressure comes down.
honestly.
But the big thing of the game was Zara versus Olivia. David, I need to ask you. So we know that Zara and Olivia know each other from the outside.
Do you know what happened between the two of them?
Right.
I need to know.
Honestly,
so
everyone
confused.
keeps asking me this. Like,
So you don't know the beef.
so all I know is, right, there were friends on the outside,
Right.
and there was some comments made in the villa. But I feel like what's happening in the villa is just surface level. I feel like there's some deeper things that's happened that no one actually knows about but them two. So it'll be interesting to find out.
So they never spoke about it in the villa about what happened between the two of them.
Not with the boys or me,
Right.
no. So maybe between the girls. So maybe one of the girls knows.
It's so intense between them, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very intense.
They're just both waiting to go at each other at any point. It's so confusing.
It's Zara like causing everything though, it seems.
I feel like
It's probably how they're showing it, no?
yeah, I feel like Zara's she's more outspoken and she'll tell you how it is, whereas Olivia's more reserved. So it could come across that Zara's being instigating when it's not really that.
I don't know, because I thought the way that she tried to like claim Tom after everything as well, like I was like, Liv is so in the right, like she was there first.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm kind of team Liv to be honest, even though it's like
I've done the votes and I've done the votes on Insta and a lot of people are team Liv, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we had Liberty on last week, and she thinks she's cracked the code in that that she thinks Zara stole Olivia's man on the outside world when they were friends. And that's why when Zara came in and stole Tom, that's why Liv got so triggered by it. So if it had been a random girl, she thinks Liv wouldn't have gotten so like.
I love how we've got
annoyed.
all these make believe stories of them on the outside world.
Like, well, in December 2017,
You're probably sat there on your wall going.
every week I'm gonna get closer and closer. I'm gonna get to the bottom.
Oh, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
We have to. And there was an update as well that they were also in a music video together.
Oh, I saw
did see
that.
this. Yeah, I did
saw
see
that.
this.
Which,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's like, that's so stupid. Like, how did producers not find this out? I'm not complaining because it's brought us the best drama of the season.
Dude,
that they
I
know
did a
each
music
other.
video of Liv. Like literally like a year and a half ago.
That's mad. How many people was she doing?
No, but
were you in there with
my
like
mate-
a PLT2 piece
No.
like, at the pool
My
with
mate
Zara and Liv?
Hardy Caprio, he done a music video on a Love Island based music video. It was
Right.
one of his songs, and Liv was on there. She was like one of the girls in like the video when you couple up with each other. She was also on my VT when I went on back
Was
in
she?
like 4 years ago when I done my
Really?
like sandwich track video. Yeah.
So she's been in and around it.
She's
then.
been out and about.
Fair enough.
But it seems like a nice girl though. Genuinely,
Yeah.
like, for both times I met her, she seems awesome. So
But you said that you think Zara stepped on Liv's toes.
Yeah.
I just, because they all keep being like, show some respect. It's been 4 days, you're
Well,
not
like,
married off.
I don't think she was necessarily like stepping on her toes, but the way that she tried to make herself the victim in a way, and like saying like Liv's the one doing everything wrong because she's trying to take Tom when like they're happy together.
Right.
I think she low-key has manipulated Tom, to be honest, like by like kind of
Do you know
telling
what?
him how it is.
I'm gonna be
Zara.
honest, yeah. Tom really likes Zara.
I can,
From the
yeah.
conversations I had with Tom, he was like more swaying towards Zara, and it just seems like he doesn't want to upset Olivia. That's what I got from my conversations.
you and Tom really got on, didn't you?
Yeah, Tom was my guy in the villa, man. Proper good guy, Tom. He's got a good heart, but he just doesn't want to upset Liv. I think he does fancy Liv.
He's just being nice, mate.
He's just been
yeah.
nice about it, but I think eventually it's just going to be him and Zara.
And I don't know, this is controversial. I don't think either of them even like Tom that much. I think they're both just being stubborn at this point. That's like neither of them are backing down until they've won.
Yeah, they go
That's
against each
interesting.
other.
That's actually quite interesting, you know.
But I think they seem to like, the girls in particular seem to leave Zara out a bit because she's like maybe a new bombshell or something.
But dude, this is what I think is so intense about it all, and this is why I say in there it's just a different environment. Even the girl that came yesterday was Ellie. Right,
yeah,
get the
yeah.
name right. So she's came in and there's not even a seat for her at the makeup.
Yeah.
Table, bless her, she's standing up, walking in the
She stood
corner.
there and Lana was talking
Yeah,
about
all talking about her. And she's just standing there, like, because obviously they create these like intense friendships, and obviously you would have experienced going in. And being an OG, like we create this friendship straight away, and then all of a sudden people come in, you're like, oh, what's going on here? Like, do you know what I
Honestly.
mean? And normally for boys, you're like, yo, what's good, my guy? Come involved in the group, right? Whereas girls are a little bit more standoffish. Tricky one. So that's why I think Zara will be on the back foot.
Well, I was going to ask, did you feel that same energy when you went in? Like
Yeah,
there was
definitely.
people groups already made. And
Honestly, because a day in that villa feels like a year. So they build such strong friendships. You come in, you feel like an outsider, even though they don't want you to feel like that. You generally just feel like an outsider.
Naturally, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So our conclusion: who do we think Tom should be with, Zara or Liv? David,
Zara.
Joe.
Or he'll shift.
What?
He'll shift.
No, do you think he should be with Zara or Liv?
He's gonna be with neither. I reckon.
Neither?
No, give him a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Jessie.
Millie?
Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think he'll be with either. Like, to be fair, but if out of them two, like, I think he's got his heart set on Zara now. But him and Liv are like OGs, and I'm such like a little romantic at heart where I'm like, oh, they should like.
No, he'll shift. He'll shift the castle more for sure.
Yeah, my prediction is he'll go for Zara. And I think Zara will still, because he's giving me like laid back guy, doesn't want any drama. So if Zara keeps kicking off, he'll eventually just be like, this,
Agreed.
like.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
think
that
they
laid
would
back
last in
yet?
the
So
outside
laid
world.
back. Doesn't
Yeah.
want any
Because
drama.
like Zara would, I get the vibe that she would be like low-key psychotic as a girlfriend. Not psychotic, but like you know, like
That's fun. Though.
intense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
do-
that.
guys
You know
do
what?
like
I
that.
wouldn't
Guys
mind
do
the girl
like
like
that.
that.
Give
Like,
us a
Yeah.
she
Make
wants
it
me like,
exciting.
be angry for me, yes. Like,
Bro,
it's
turn
mad.
up to my club.
Do you know what I mean?
Come get
Like,
me.
drag
I mean,
me out. I want
yeah.
Well, you'd want to be like stressed on the phone for like hours every day.
Yes.
She's like calling you,
We
crying
all
about
want that.
stuff.
It's
I mean,
fun.
not that
way.
far, but
I know, I'm
You want
good
it
for
until
that.
you're actually in that situation and it's like,
it sounds good,
Maybe
innit?
you're just toxic.
you people are the problem, not the girls.
You make them that way.
It just
You're
means she
proud.
cares. That's it. She cares and loves me. And therefore she's told me. It's fine.
And then there was one more dumping with Harris and Anna May. I mean, I think it was quite an obvious decision. Bless Anna May, she seemed like a lovely, sweet girl. I just feel like she might have been a bit too introverted for a big show like that? Was she quite quiet in the villa?
Yeah, do you know what? I love anime.
Yeah.
I
think she's a
spoke
beautiful
to her
girl
last
as well.
night. She's back in the UK. She's happy to be here. But yeah, so I spoke to Anime in the villa, and then we were sitting on the couch, and she was like, I don't know how to like flirt. Like, and I was like, oh, bless you. You're just so shy.
Yeah.
Like, she's so introverted, but she needs someone that's gonna understand that. And do you know what I mean?
I feel like she might have been suited to maybe something like pointless or catchphrase rather than like a big one like Love Island.
Yeah.
But it was a dramatic recoupling again. Why are the recouplings always so dramatic? I'm like, you people are going to see each other in a week's time.
It's intense.
It is so intense though, because you're in the experience together.
It goes on for hours as well.
Oh, mate.
I saw Tasha from last year tweet, and she was like, I'm watching this 5-pack. I know this took 5 hours to film. And I'm like, surely not.
So stressful, man.
I remember one night, it was my first night, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. But yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to sleep on my first night. I feel I'd be too
I
excited.
slept literally for 30 minutes because it's so intense. You don't know what to do, and the next day you're back up going again. So.
It's so, because it's like not only are you in a different bed, but you're in a different country with cameras with someone you don't know. Like,
yeah, in bed with a stranger, basically. Like if it's at the start.
And you hear the cameras moving as well. There's cameras in the corner of the room, so
creepy.
you can hear them. Like,
I saw someone tweet that when Harris got dumped, he was crying, but he wasn't dumped because he wasn't crying because he got dumped. He was crying because he allegedly dumped his girlfriend to be on the show.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I mean, I heard about it. Obviously, I don't know.
You don't know the ins and outs.
I don't know the ins and outs.
I couldn't politically comment.
Yeah, honestly.
And then finally, we had 2 new bombshells. First of all, there was Ellie, who I'm very excited about. She seems like she's going to cause a lot of drama.
she's a bombshell.
She's
bombshelling.
bombshelling.
She's bombshelling.
She is shelling.
Honestly.
She's gone for Ron, and what I loved about Ellie going in is she went straight for Ron and was just like, yeah, you guys don't seem suited. She was just like, I don't really think you guys are that well suited on the outside. Like, I can't imagine that.
I don't think she actually thought that. I think she was saying that to try and get to them because, like, to make them overthink how they were being, like, portrayed to the public,
Really?
maybe. I think so.
I don't think Lana and Ron are that suited. What are they like in the villa?
You can tell how much Lana likes Ron. Like, she likes him a lot.
But you don't think the energy is reciprocated?
I feel like Ron is scared. I think he likes Lana, but I think he's scared because maybe that's not. He wants to figure out, do I really want Lana or is there someone else for me?
Yeah.
That's where I think Ron's head is at now.
Because he'll feel so confident as well because, like, he's been picked by so many people. Like,
Yeah,
he's like,
honestly, they'll
he'll
love
be
him.
very comfortable in his position.
That's what I think as soon as a boy goes in for Lana, Ron will shit himself a bit and be like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
But because no one's gone in yet, he's so cocky with it. No, actually, he's not even cocky with it. He's just like
Well, no, because Aaron did go for it though.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
but that's Aaron. That's
He doesn't
Aaron.
speak.
Yeah, honestly.
I was so dead because I actually thought the same thing. When Aaron came in, he was like, "Is he not just like a BTEC version of me?" And I was like, the fact that he said that first of all, I was like, "Oh my god!" But I did kind of think it, but not BTEC, but just because like he was the OG, obviously.
I think
He is not caught breaking there yet.
Lana needs to stand up for herself though, because Ellie's
She
going in
does.
and
Have you seen the
walking all
preview?
over
I
her.
think
It's
she
a
has done.
preview, yeah, I see it
today's
recently.
episode.
She needs
She's
to
gonna
put
stand
her
for
foot down,
herself.
which I think she will. And then there's Spencer, who's gone for Liv.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this is the end of Zara, Liv, Tom. I don't know if it is. I don't know how much Liv will like Spencer.
I feel like Spencer will just be. He's there. Do you know what I mean? It's
Turning the triangle into
tell
a square.
Do you know? You can tell she's not really
not
feeling
really-
it.
yeah, I
Like,
don't
even
think
when
she
she was
is.
speaking to him, I think he was like saying stuff to her. You could just see it in her eyes. She was. You could see it. It was just like, I'm not really feeling him.
Yeah.
you
and
could
she
just
was
see it
speaking
in it.
about him to the girls, and she was like, "Yeah, he's nice."
Yeah.
As soon as you say that, you know it's
You just
If
know.
girl says you're nice, then
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not even
That's
he's
the
like
worst thing you could
sexy or
probably
he's
say.
good looking. No, he's nice.
Yeah. Like, eek.
He's a good-looking dude, though.
Yes, yeah,
He's
he
a
is.
good-looking dude.
But he owns a vibrator company, which I was like,
I can't tell if that's a red flag or not.
I think that is.
I was like,
I guess it's like, at least he knows about
I'm wondering if he took a bunch into the villa. That's the only thing I'm confused about. Like, would he just be like proactively trying to sell them in there, like take them in, like, guys, promote these, please? Do you know what I mean?
The long hashtag ad for it. Like.
He's there just like creaming up in the day, sun cream, and there's just a vibrator in the background. Do you know what I mean?
Would you date someone who owned a vibrator company?
Well, yeah, I think it's pretty cool to be fair.
You saw
but
on
it
a dating
depends.
app, their job title was CEO of Vibrator Company.
I'd be like, interesting. This could either be a green flag or a red flag,
Right,
and then I'd
yeah.
be interested to know because, like, it's just interesting that you wanted to pursue that so much that you went so tunnel vision that you actually opened up and became the director of a vibrator company. Like, why you care that much?
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, that's
interesting. Like, you know.
Yeah.
So finally, do we think Ron is going to go for Ellie or Lana?
Lana.
I think.
No, yeah, I think he spins back to Lana. But
I think he'll spin back to
I
Lana.
think he definitely spins back to Lana.
Because I feel like
But he does seem like he's entertaining it just a tad. Just a tad for now, for sure.
But the thing about Ron is he will always be like, yeah, no, it's fine to Lana. And then poor Lana will get into bed and on the other side of the... Lana,
cracking up with
on
another
Thursday night's
person.
episode, he was like, he said to Ellie, he was like, welcome home.
Oh,
about his
yeah.
bed. I was like, Lana is a better woman than me, because if that was me, I'd be on my way to a South African prison right now, because how are you going to say that the bed that I was sleeping in is now someone else's home?
Yeah.
Home is like, you're staying there for a while.
You know the thing about Ron, I feel like sometimes he talks before he thinks. And then he's like, oh shit, I just said that.
Isn't that just all guys though?
Yeah,
He'll just
to
say
be fair,
stuff about
I think we do that in general.
I feel so bad for Lana though, because then it always zooms in on her face in bed as well, and she's like every single time like not happy. And then I'm like, I feel like what she'd actually need to do is like, if she heard that stuff, like actually kick up a fuss and like kind of
Right.
like call him out for it, because she's letting so much slide that I feel like guys also don't like that. They like to be put in their place a little bit.
If that
So
was me,
then-
I'd be screaming from across the bedroom, shut the
yeah.
Okay, finally, you may find envelopes underneath here. We play a game where you have to predict the winner. And in the final season, in the final episode of this, we're going to open everyone's envelope and see who was the closest.
Predict the
Winner of the season.
Cool.
And if you don't think there's a
Oh,
couple...
I've just got to write on this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, a couple or just like
Well,
people.
if you don't think that there's a couple right now who could win, you can do a girl and a boy.
Can Will win on his own or?
No. So you've got to
So
vote
they're not
a
gonna
girl.
change the rules for Will now.
I don't think Will win. And now we wait.
I can't let you see. 'Cause
Oh,
you're gonna
sorry.
evil eye me.
Sorry. God, I'm cheating.
Do I
at
get
my
a
own
prize
game.
if I win this?
Every week someone's asking this, and we're not made of money here, guys. Come on.
Not even like a chocolate bar or
I'll
anything.
give. I'll.
But I didn't get a coffee on the way in. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It's a cost of living crisis. Guys. Come on. I'll write you. I'll send the envelope back to you guys, and you can frame it. That's for your prize. Right, we got one envelope.
Oh,
in.
do I write my name on the back?
Yeah, write the name on the front. Oh, on the front. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
On the front.
Now it's too late.
On the front.
That is the
girl.
front, that's the
Front,
back.
yes. No, that's the front of an envelope. That's the back.
What? This is the back and that's the front.
Girl, do you write addresses on the sticky down part?
No,
That's
but
the
it's still
back.
that's the front. That's what do you say is the front and back?
That is the back of an envelope.
That's the back.
That is the front.
That's the front.
That's the front.
That is the front of an
No
envelope.
way.
Are you
No,
stupid?
I
Millie.
see it as the back.
No, Millie, behave.
Because you hold it like
No.
this.
No.
That is so crazy
No,
that you actually see
no,
it the
that
other
is
way
so
around.
crazy that you think. I've never, no.
That's the back,
I'm
right on the
actually
back of the
baffled.
envelope.
No.
No, that's the front. That is
That's
the
the
front.
back.
That's the front of an
That's
envelope.
crazy.
Can we have a
Yeah.
consensus? Hands up if we think this is the front of an envelope. 1, 2,
What?
3.
Obviously,
This is
question.
4.
That is
Right, you were
crazy.
the only person who thinks this is the back.
But when I hold an envelope, like this is the front, because this is how like I put it in, and then I fold it frontwards.
This is going to end up
No,
being like
and then you
10
hold it.
minutes of just front and back
And you turn
envelope.
it over to write the address on the
and
front.
then you turn it over to the back.
Is this like that dress that everyone was doing on Twitter when no one knew what the side was what?
That is crazy.
Joe, you just
I hope
concentrate on the
respect-
name. Let's.
I think I can do
I
that.
think you need to do a video about that and then find out.
But we already got consensus in the room. The girl's just dumb.
Maybe it's just a difference in perspective, you know.
True. There's no right or wrongs in
Well,
this
This
world.
is just
Well, I was the only one that thought that way, so maybe I'm the
it's like,
problem.
that's all we can do right now, isn't it? So it's
This
just
is
tricky. But obviously I know who I want to win, but that's all I can do right now. Because you have to be logical, you know.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
that's the best way to go
I
with
can't
this
put
game.
Will and Bombshell he meets in Casa and more, but that will happen. But I can't do that.
I
just
think you
yet.
could have done that, but it's too late. I bend the rules. Right, all 3 envelopes are here, signed, sealed, delivered. These will be unleashed in a few weeks' time. Thank you guys for coming on. Hope you had a good time.
Thanks for having us,
Yes.
dude.
Been a pleasure.
Oh, stop it, guys. And I'll see you guys next week for a brand new episode. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.